What to Play presents the top 15 free Android and iOS games of March 2019. The Play Score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. When a game only reaches the minimum requirement of critic or game reviews, it receives a provisional Play Score. First on our list at number 15, King Crab. In the time of battle royales, who needs the boring old reality of PUBG when you can dominate in the world of crabs? Playing pretty much like any battle royale game, Robot Squid's multiplayer sets you loose in an arena to fight against 99 other players. It's a loadout of crustacean chaos to take your claws out, fight on the beaches, and keep a lookout for the crazy next weapon. Aside from their exciting real-time battles, King Crab also has the added threat of collecting, upgrading, and growing your own roster of crab species. Exciting as it is, its ratings are bogged down by its annoying ads and crashes. It has a score of 7.84 on the iOS and 6.79 on Android. Starring in number 14, Super Brawl Universe. The superstar bunch at the Nickelodeon Studios are putting down the friendly faces to compete in some intense competition. Rounding up all of their iconic stars, it's a meetup of our favorite characters, old and new. From Rocco, SpongeBob, the Rugrats kids, and more, they put up some fists to play versus using each of their special skills. Assemble the dream team and visit their familiar locations. It even has Nickelodeon's trademark slime as currency for new upgrades to your roster. With new characters added all the time, you'll never know who else might come up to play. It has a play score of 7.84 on the iOS and 7.61 on Android. Coming in at number 13, Lin Path of Orchards. Crescent Moon Games are veteran developers for the mobile platform, usually with retro-looking games like Reed and Deep Space. But they go on a different direction in this recent free-to-play title. Putting on the tranquil tints of the popular Monument Valley, this puzzle also tickles our brains with their own set of boggling pathways. Within each level is a twofold objective: collect all the shards and make it to the finish line. Praised by the likes of Touch Arcade, for them, Lin's many levels contain plenty of new surprises which make each one feel special and deep. Already released on the iOS, it receives its Android rating of 7.88. 12. Avo. It's not your ordinary video game, a bit like a combination of augmented reality and FMVs. Playdeo's free-to-play adventure has been described as television you can touch. Starring a sentient avocado and its scientist friend, go with him on collecting and puzzle-solving adventures by guiding him around the world with some snappy drawn lines. Oozing with charm in each short episode, Avo's story is fun to unravel, telling the story of bringing fruits to life and protecting it from the hands of corporate. The love and detail put in this production is obvious from the get-go. Unlock more with each jelly bean-filled episode on the iOS with a score of 8.25. Strutting in at number 11, Monsters with Attitude. The market is saturated with all the different kinds of .io games, each of them chomping it out till the better one wins. For the month of March, our winner IO is one that hardly looks like one. Rendered in gorgeous 3D, Monsters with Attitude brings Brawler into the mix. Getting bigger with each smashed up skyscraper, compete for the throne in a game of survival of the biggest. With its varying power-ups and monsters to collect, Monsters with Attitude got its own dose of depth while also offering an all-out haven for chaos. Not only does it give the IO formula that needed elevation, it also has a style to keep you entertained for hours on end. It has a play score of 8.33. We are now at number 10, Rest in Pieces. A simple swinging game with a wicked twist. Simple and straightforward, your only objective is to keep your porcelain figure from breaking on the many obstacles ahead. But the twist comes in the form of their unsettling atmosphere that brings you head-to-head against a gigantic monster in every level. For fans of the rhythm violence in Jules Stumper, this might feel a bit familiar, and it works pretty well for the game's creepy haunted house environment. Dreadful but distinct, Rest in Pieces is a great title for anyone looking for a new flavor to their favorite runner genre. It has a provisional play score of 8.61. Coming down from Cloud 9, Battle Souls. Could it be? Is this the Dark Souls for mobile? Talesoft Studios' take on From Software's magic is different, but the similarities are evident. Instead of being an action-adventure experience with random difficulty spikes, Battle Souls is a tactical RPG fit for the mobile. Summon heroes and let them help you in your adventures in a magical and dangerous medieval world. Enter mysterious gates and defeat enemies, bosses, and collect legendary items. Its retro pixel art style is a breath of fresh air to the other games on the list. It has a play score of 8.68. At number 8, Aurora Legend. Ristar Games' role-playing game takes you to a fantasy world where beautiful anime girls await you. Become a captain and lead your magnificent band of gorgeous waifus to magical lands. Enter unique random-generated dungeons and team up with other players in the Skyland. Immerse yourself in this colorful fantasy world. Craft runes, weapons, and evolve your characters to their most powerful form. As a mobile experience, there's no need to worry about leaving your heroes when you're not on your phone. They still fight and advance for you. It receives a play score of 8.78. Blooming in at number 7, Sprout Idle Garden. The clicker genre is still becoming more pervasive in the mobile market. This iOS idle game lets you create your personal garden and hone your horticultural abilities. Use the power of your fingers as you plant, grow, and harvest these fancy floras. Earn more money, buy more stuff, and keep the cycle of life going. It's fun, relaxing, and there's no stress-inducing boss fights compared to the other games on this list. It has a play score of 8.78. 6. Game of the Gods. A literal godlike experience for the mobile. From Forsaken Media, play as God and decide whether you want to purge humanity from sin or bless them with benevolence and fortune. You can appease the other higher gods to grant you more abilities. Drag and drop spells as you unleash your divine carnage in its unique campaign modes. In multiplayer, grab some friends or play with other players as you battle for a common goal. It receives a play score of 8.78. 5. Brown Dust. The age of mercenary begins in a world after the fall of a massive empire. NeoWiz's real-time strategic RPG lets you control an army of mercenaries as you lead them to their liberation. Borrowing elements from Square's Final Fantasy Tactics series, engage in a tactical grid-based combat. Micromanage every member of your team as you slay down foes and take down bosses. It has enough levels to satisfy the average RPG player, and its addition of a PvP mode adds more depth to this already fantastic free game. It receives a play score of 8.79. 4. Cure Hunters. From Lucky Cat Studios, a studio famous for bringing retro to the modern day, Cure Hunters is exactly what the company promises. Crafted in their trademark pixel aesthetics, it takes us all to a grim but colorful future in the year 2178. With a mysterious meteor causing a plague among Earth's population, it's up to General Vaccines to put a stop to the infection. A fun roguelike and platformer, it does get flack for its monetization strategies. Getting decent reviews on the Apple App Store, Cure Hunters seems to be better received on Android with provisional play scores of 7.91 and 8.94 respectively. On the third spot, Frag Pro Shooter. Hero shooters are in, and OBVs is one to look out for, standing out with the appeal of its quirky characters on top of their engaging 1v1s. A team shooter on the mobile, the game's controls are made to be simple and straightforward. Pitting two teams of 5 against each other in their big and vibrant arenas, their automatic shooting takes out most of the complications, but their card-based gameplay mixes it all up, letting you unlock and upgrade units based entirely on the luck of the draw. Combining elements into one highly entertaining mobile shooter, it gets high scores across the board with 8.44 on the iOS and a provisional 9 on the Android. Second is Pet Rescue Puzzle Saga. Developer King continues to present another addicting puzzle game to the mobile. After Candy Crush, Bubble Witches, and Farm Heroes, it's time they put another collection of adorable characters to the mix: pets. It's a match 2 puzzler that challenges your skill to plan ahead as you tap and destroy colorful blocks to save these adorable creatures from danger. As a unique feature, you can also tend to your rescued animals in your pet home. With over 30 unique pets to collect, the fun doesn't stop just by finishing multiple levels. It has a play score of 9.79. And the best free mobile game from March is Raid: Shadow Legends. This mobile fantasy RPG from Platinum Global takes you into a world where magic and might come hand in hand in an adventure of a lifetime. Save the world of Teleria from a growing darkness and build an army from its wide range of champions. With over 100 recruitable characters and 16 playable factions, the game is just getting started. Vanquish the most notorious of foes in its epic boss battles. Engage in its fun and deep strategic combat where every move is key. You can even upgrade your home base for that sweet defense, and most importantly, its PvP modes bring all kinds of fun. It receives a play score of 9.8. And that is it for today's video. If you loved it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to become a certified WhatTo player. See you guys next time. Bye!